The airport has about 2 million reasons to get its affordable parking lots open for the holidays, because DIA makes about $2 million off its Pikes Peak and Mt. Elbert shuttle lots every holiday season. Plus, opening those long closed lots would save you money and hassle over more expensive and farther away options. The lots have been closed since May of 2020. Our Marshall Zellinger found one possible reason for a lack of urgency on getting them reopened. The airport gets a cut from privately owned lots.
It might seem odd for a business, DIA, to promote parking somewhere else when DIA makes money when you park at DIA.
Even though we're going to be missing out on some parking revenue, right now, we want our customers to have the best possible experience.
Stacy Stegman is the head of communications at the airport, which has kept the less expensive, $8 a day, Pikes Peak and Mt. Elbert shuttle lots closed for more than a year.
The difficulty that we have and continue to have is we cannot find drivers to provide the shuttles that we need to get people from those lots to the airport in a timely fashion. We don't want people sitting out there in the cold, waiting a half an hour, waiting an hour for a shuttle, only to come in, find a long line with TSA, and then be late for their flight.
ABM, which DIA contracts with to provide shuttles from Pikes Peak and Mt. Elbert, has a job posting seeking more than 100 shuttle drivers. The listing shows $20 an hour, but it also says graveyard shift, meaning overnight.
DEN does not hire drivers. So that is not a function of the airport. We contract that out to a company. They're the ones that make the decision on what to pay their drivers. We can get the lot open immediately if we can get drivers available to staff the shuttles.
In 2018 and 2019 combined, DIA made $28 million off the Pikes Peak and Mt. Elbert lots. The airport makes the bulk of its parking revenue off people parking in the garages and the economy lots just outside the garages. DIA made $172 million in 2018, $181 million in 2019. Those dollar amounts have dropped the last 2 years. But DIA also makes money when you park off-site. DIA has already made $2 million off the 7 off-site parking lots. And because DIA receives a portion of the revenue of anyone operating at the airport, they'll make it whether you park at their site or whether you park at the off-site location that they get a cut from.
We're returning for this in-depth look at this issue, Marshall, because I think things are going to kind of get to a boil as we get into the holiday season, where maybe people who have not traveled as much through the pandemic are going to go out to the airport and they're going to see that inside it's still a mess. Parking outside is now a mess.
Can you imagine if you go expecting to park in those shuttle lots, having to find an alternative, and then go and find a really long TSA line? Something's got to give at some point, and you've got a few months to figure it out. Yeah. But 100 applicants needed for graveyard shuttle drivers, and I'm sure it's beyond graveyard, but 100 applicants needed. That's going to be tough to fill in 2 months.
Yeah, you miss out on a parking lot, then you hit the TSA line, you're on a Greyhound bus to Grandma's in Kansas. That's what happens. Thank you, Marshall.